Good morning. Here is the news at 10. First, the highlights. Lagos State government reaffirms legality of speed limit rules on selected roads. Chief of Air Staff charges officers to step up efforts to dislodge bandits, terrorists in Northwest. On the foreign scene, Zimbabweans shun national protest demanding president's resignation. And in sport, Nigeria Table Tennis Federation confirms 2025 Under-12 Hopes Week training camp date. Now the details. Dele Agadumo. The Lagos State government has reaffirmed the legality of enforcement of speed limits on selected roads, urging motorists to comply with the safety of all road users. Commissioner for Transportation Oluwaseun Oshiemi referenced Section 28(2)A of the Lagos State Transport Sector Reform Law 2018, which provides the legal basis for imposing penalties on motorists who exceed prescribed speed limits. Oshiemi emphasized that the Ministry of Transportation is solely responsible for determining the size, color, and type of traffic signs in Lagos State, ensuring standardization and adherence to global best practices. He reiterated that the speed limit cameras, which were installed after comprehensive studies on the need in these axes, are currently only on Alapmare Road and Mobolaji Bank Anthony. The Commissioner reaffirmed that the primary purpose of installing the cameras is for the safety of commuters as well as motorists on the road, urging the public to stop fabrication of false information on the speed limit operation. The General Manager of the Lagos State Neighborhood Safety Agency, Ifalade Oyekon, has commended officers of the agency for their vigilance, warning criminals to stay off Lagos State as the corps is committed to ridding the state of all criminal elements. Oyekon stated this as Lagosians celebrated operatives of the Ikorodu Command of the Lagos State Neighborhood Safety Corps, who apprehended two thieves as they attempted to make away with stolen items during the Eid al-Fitr festival. The culprits, who claimed to be crap dealers from Katsina State, were arrested by the officers in front of the Central Mosque on Kazim Arulogun Street. The owners of the items and the property of Abule Balogun Erunwe, where the thieves boggled, were all contacted on the phone to report to the office. The two suspects were then taken to the Ikorodu Command Office or Atitalewa, where they confessed to stealing 5 pieces of cutting disc, 2 pieces of welding tongs, 5 pieces of angle iron, and 1 iron hammer. The Lagos State government has urged residents to demonstrate love and empathy towards individuals living with and affected by human immunodeficiency virus, HIV, during the Eid celebration. Chief Executive Officer of the Lagos State AIDS Control Agency, LSACA, Folakemi Animashaun, who made the call, stated that the Eid celebration, which marks the end of Ramadan, is a period of reflection, compassion and love, and an opportunity for all to support one another. She said showing solidarity will go a long way in sending a powerful message that no one should face the challenge of living with HIV alone. Anima Shah stressed that residents should extend compassion in the spirit of Eid and reach out to those who may feel isolated or stigmatized due to their health status. The Chief Executive Officer stated that adequate education is crucial to the prevention and control of HIV. She urged all residents to take the opportunity of the season to discuss HIV with friends and family to foster an understanding that can help dissolve misconceptions and create a more supportive community. Now to the rest of the stories. The Chief of Air Staff, Hassan Abubakar, has called on his men to remain focused on the goal of dislodging bandits and terrorists from the northwest, thereby restoring normalcy. He made the call during the 2025 Salas luncheon with the personnel of the Air Component Operation Fansan Yama Sector 2 held at the Air Force Base, Katsina State. Al-Bakar, who was represented by Air Officer Commanding Special Operations Command Usman Abdullahi, commended gallant officers, airmen and women of the air component for their unwavering commitment, not just to the mission, but to one another and to the security of the nation. The CAS noted that though there were challenges, the officers must never allow them to hinder progress. He then expressed gratitude to President Bola Tinubu for his visionary leadership and unwavering commitment to supporting the armed forces, particularly the Nigerian Air Force, in achieving its mandate. Yobe State Governor Maimala Buni has reminded civil servants in the state on the need to rededicate themselves to their duties and services. Buni also reiterated the need for them to stay faithful and loyal to the policies and programs of the present administration. This reminder was re-echoed when the state government hosted top government officials, clerics, politicians and business leaders to a reception marking the end of the Eid al-Fitr festivities at the Government House, Damaturu. The event, which concluded with prayers for Yobe State peace and progress, equally saw the attendees pray for the continued development of Nigeria as a whole. Now to foreign news. A national protest meant to pressure Zimbabwean President Emerson Mnangagwa to resign turned into a shutdown as citizens opted to stay away rather than take to the streets amid a heavy security presence. Mnangagwa became president in 2017 following a coup against longtime leader Robert Mugabe, who is currently serving his second and final term. Following the reports of a low turnout, protest leader Blessed Geza urged Zimbabweans not to be cowards in a post on X. Only a handful of protesters took part in the planned march, spearheaded by a group of disgruntled war veterans who have accused Mnangagwa of corruption and wanting to cling on to power, and they were dispersed by the police. Zimbabweans have largely stayed away from the protest aimed at toppling President Emerson Mnangagwa. The vice president has not commented publicly about the calls for him to replace Mnangagwa, and government officials deny there is a rift between the two men. Now, sport. The Nigeria Table Tennis Federation (NTTF) has announced that the 2025 Under-12 National Hopes Week will take place from April 2 to 8 at the training hall of the National Stadium, Surulere, Lagos. President of NTTF, Ishako Tikon, said the federation is optimistic that platforms like this will help more talented players, both male and female, to become better versions of themselves and equally eventually make the nation proud on the international stage. Takon also expressed appreciation to ITTF and ITTF Africa for their commitment to the development of table tennis in Nigeria. NTTF's National Hopes Week aims to discover and nurture young table tennis talents from across the country, with the best under-12 players from various states and regions converging on Lagos for an intensive training camp. According to the NTTF, selected ITTF certified coaches will guide the young athletes, introducing them to new techniques and tactics in table tennis. The event is designed to provide a platform for young players to showcase their skills, gain valuable experience, and develop their game in preparation for Continental and World Hopes Week. And that ends the news at 10. Just before we go, ensure you make use of your seatbelt while driving. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration empowered 600 women with ingenious business ideas to the tune of 4 billion naira through the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, LSETF W initiative to empower Lagosians? Can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Government has reaffirmed the legality of enforcement of speed limits on selected roads, urging motorists to comply with the safety of all road users. The Chief of Air Staff, Hassan Abubakar, has called on his men to remain focused on the goal of dislodging bandits and terrorists from the northwest, thereby restoring normalcy. We also told you that a national protest meant to pressure Zimbabwean President Emerson Mnangagwa to resign turned into a shutdown as citizens opted to stay away rather than take to the streets amid a heavy security presence. And in sports, the Nigeria Table Tennis Federation, NTTF, has announced that the 2025 Under-12 National Hopes Week will take place from April 2 to 8 at the training hall of the National Stadium, Surulere, Lagos. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Kayode Mafolashere. I am Dele Agadumo. Good morning. Thank you for listening.